We are off and running on a new project, a bench update, some things coming down the pike that we'll talk about. So come on back in a few seconds. We'll get started. See you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to the Model Works. Been a while since I've done a video. I think the last one was Chris Cortell, Classic Plastic 101's appreciation bill reveal. And I've been doing some things, and I haven't been doing a lot of building. I've been doing some messing around and experimentation with some different paints and paint systems and just that kind of thing, which I do that, you know, sometimes from in between builds. I don't necessarily lose my mojo, but you know, I just, you know, when you get into a build and you get through with it, you kind of want to just kind of sometimes you just want to chill out and maybe not do any building right offhand after a fairly long build. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And when I'm not, even if I'm not building or not painting or not doing anything like that, I'll research a project, because I keep several things in my head down for down the road, and I'll research those kind of things. And I'm always thinking about model building in some shape, form, or fashion, or whatever. So keeping and watching the videos that you guys put out, and keeping abreast of what's going on in the community and that kind of thing. As you saw from the video opening, I am going to be doing the 67 Chevelle AMT version of the 67 Chevelle Pro Street. And I know a lot of you guys have already built this kit, and Revell has one that's pretty much a clone of it, except for little intricacies here and there, and the way it goes together, and this, that, and the other. So the Revell kit's probably the better kit, although up to this point I've been really impressed with it. I've got a few things done on it, and I won't show you everything I've got done so far. I don't want the video to go long, because I want to talk about some stuff coming down the road. Also, I'm trying something a little bit different with the videos. My camera that I have been using, the little access door where the batteries go, and it takes like 2 AA batteries. That the battery, where the batteries go and where the memory card goes in, it's a little slide latch, a little slide thing that the door latches, and the little catch on that latch has a piece of it's plastic and a piece of it has broken off. And when the memory card and when the batteries are in there with the memory card, it doesn't want to stay shut, and so you have to tape it shut or whatever, and it makes it a pain in the ass for when it's mounted to the tripod. So I'm using the tablet, and I actually like the tablet better. I haven't been able to see. I've not had a chance to process the video yet, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. But anyway, if it does, this is probably what I'll do from now on out. I bought a little tripod for
here's the engine.
Tablet.
I've still got a lot to go on it. I'm going to be doing the typical stuff, wiring, plumbing, and that kind of thing. That's just nothing out of the ordinary, just the kit engine. And nothing, like I said, nothing out of the ordinary, just Chevy engine red from Testors, Model Master. I believe this may be Craftsmart Craft Paint. Yeah, it's been a while since I painted all this. Gunmetal gray. The valve covers have been painted with, I believe that is the Vallejo metal colors. Yes, that's the dark aluminum. the tunnel ram itself is just the straight aluminum metal color from Vallejo as well. So that's it. And we'll, like I said, we'll be putting probably. I have some machined aluminum air cleaners that I may use. I'll also have some machined aluminum velocity stacks I may use. I'm not sure. Just I'm gonna get it in and see how it looks and see which is best. But we're gonna be going with a color scheme of gunmetal and some other lighter grays and what have you. Now the body is painted. I forget what the actual name. It's basically the Tester's gunmetal. It's a Tester's gunmetal color, but it has another name, and I can't remember. I don't believe this is it. Yes, it is. This is it. This is the graphite metallic, and it's for all practical purposes just a dark gunmetal. This is the Tester's enamel, and it's shot with lacquer thinner. I've already finished the body and got it. It's ready to go completely, so I'll bring it out and let you take a look at it. It is turned out really well. I'm really pleased with it. This is the Tester's enamel, cut 50-50 with lacquer thinner, and it is shot over Styrylrest black primer. And I did that because, oh, excuse me, it's the gray primer. I'm sorry. I had intended to try the black primer, and then at the last minute, I think I changed my mind. Just because I didn't want it too dark, but I did want it a little bit darker than it comes. Actually, this is a little darker than what most gunmetal is, so I went with it instead, the lighter gray primer for that, just to give it a different look. So that's the body, and then here's the hood. Has already been shot with the enamel cleared, cut with lacquer thinner, and it's set. I've let it sit for like a week. So the entire process was about a 2-week process. And that's all I did with this was to put some Novus #1 on it, just to polish out and smooth out the top coat, and that's all it took. And it is as smooth as glass. There's not a speck in it, which is highly unusual for here, because I have little four-legged creatures running around in the house, and so it's kind of hard to keep from dog hair getting in it at some point and then having to rub that out. But this turned out pretty well. Down the road coming up, we'll be doing a couple more drag race cars in the not too distant future. The one I may do next, and I know some of you have seen this kit, is the 64 Dodge 300 by AMT, Color Me Gone, super stock. I've saw this car when I was, a young lad, and I love these, the Ram Chargers. I love the body style, this particular body style of car, the Belvedere, the 300, the Satellite. I think they're so cool because they look like, grandma's grocery getter, and they are. I took a lot of kidding when I was young about why I liked those cars, because mostly little old ladies had them, and if you weren't a drag race fan and you hadn't gone to the track to see them actually in action and what they really were, used for, other than street use, then you couldn't appreciate them in their street clothes, so to speak. But at any rate, I'll be doing this one probably next. Show you this. I'll probably do this too in the next couple of builds. I'm not sure I'll do it as this car. I never saw this car. I do know Larry Huff, who was the car owner, actually owned the Orange County International Raceway at one time, and I think he got in a little trouble with trying to drive without a license, without an NHRA license or something. He was suspended for a year or two, and then I think during that time is when he bought Orange County Raceway. But anyway, I may not do it as this. I think I may do it as the Mr. Norm Super Challenger. There is a set of decals that Slicks has for for this car, and I'm not sure if it. I don't think they were designed for the MPC kit. They may be designed for one of the resin bodies, but I may get them and just see how close they are. If they're way off, or I'll hang on to them and do that particular car down the road and just do this one. This is a good looking car, but we'll decide that as time gets a little closer. And then my stepson bought me the 70 Hemi Cuda, the Revell Special Edition that you can see at Hobby Lobby. They had it marked down to $16.79 from $28. At any rate, that's where we're at. The next thing I will probably be showing you is the interior and what's some of the things that I'm going to be finishing up on the Chevelle. Still messing around with some different paint systems, and we'll be using those. And there may even be a rat rod coming up. Yes, you heard it right. A rat rod from the Model Works. So we're going to see. Me and my stepson have been kind of playing around with that. Another thing I'm going to be doing is, my stepson, he's 18, and he's not been in model building long. He's only been doing it about 2 years, and he's not nearly as in depth to it as I am, or was I when I was 18. And he's played baseball, and he's played football, and he's got some other interests, so he doesn't devote as much time to it. And patience is still something he's got to work on when it comes to the model building. But I'm going to do a few shots of some stuff he's finished up, and take some still shots in my little garage diorama thing, and then post a video up and let you take a look at. He's kind of nervous about putting one up himself. He's seen the quality of models that you guys put out, and we've talked, and I've told him, look, hey, it doesn't matter. This is not a community of competition builders. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's some great competition builders out there, and he knows that I used to do that. But I told him, look, this is you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for fun. You do it because you enjoy the hobby, and it doesn't matter. No one's going to ridicule you or berate you if your model is not competition quality. That's not what he's learning to airbrush, and I've gotten him a couple of airbrushes he's been using, and he's just getting used to using different paints with the airbrush, and he's pretty well got the craft acrylics down for his interiors and chassis and stuff like that. He's just got to hone his skills down a little bit for the body painting, and a couple of paint tutorials I got coming up. One that has been a request from a subscriber. Actually, what it is, we talk about it a lot. It's called tiger striping. So I'll be doing that coming up in the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks or so, I hope. So at any rate, all right, guys. That's it for now. Sorry to go on so long, but I wanted you to get caught up. All right. Until I talk to you again, take care of one another. May God bless you. Don't take these out from anyone. Talk to you soon.